People tell me to freestyle and I go in.
So do you...
Sidebar. Another person that I did make a jacket for was Lil James. I know he was on the show.
Oh, dope.
Yep.
Was that recently?
Yeah. I have to actually.
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it.
Let's just get into it.
Okay.
You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay. Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. Special guest. I should have asked you, do you want me to introduce you by your name or by...
I mean, originally I didn't want my name out there, but I guess, yeah, you can put my name.
It's kind of out there.
Denna Almaris.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't want to... okay. So Denna Almaris. And your brand is Theqodaffect.
Yes.
But spelt kind of in a cool way.
Yeah.
QOD rather than how you normally would spell code.
It's like follow the code. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll let you explain the acronym behind QOD.
So the acronym, the QOD effect, it stands for Queen of Darkness, but that is that's just like a nickname that I got because I always have a darker aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like even like my apartments, so people would always call me Code.
Okay.
And I just went with it and created it a brand, essentially. And like I said, the darkness is always correlated with a negative context, and that's just something that I don't necessarily believe in. Like I come from I'm originally from do you know where North Dakota is? But Spirit Lake Reservation.
I don't know where that is.
It literally, there's nothing out there. Like a lot of the way of life is just very different.
So are you Native American?
Yeah, on my dad's side.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then my mom's white and stuff.
So my only experience with being on a reservation would be Red Lake, which is here in Minnesota.
Yep, I've been there.
And it's a really beautiful place.
Yep.
And if you're there for the right reasons.
Yep.
The people are obviously beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know it can be a really great place to be, but it's also very noticeably impoveristed.
Literally,
it's tough.
People don't understand that. Like when I tell them where I'm from, because I lived out in LA for 2 years.
Yeah.
When I told them where I was from, the area I was from, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They had no idea what I was talking about. And a lot of people don't realize what goes down there. I grew up around there. All my friends and my cousins live there.
Yep.
They have never left a day in their life. Don't plan on leaving, more or less. And it's just even what I'm doing, I have so much support because nobody has ever done it, period.
Yeah.
Even let alone really left.
So you're saying that you get support because you were someone that actually ventured out.
Yep. I also get a lot of hate too.
Well, yeah. But if you're not getting hate, then you're doing something very wrong.
Yeah. I'm just trying to show my people that, there is more to life than just that. And even some of my friends are really into fitness. They have a fitness center out there trying to get the kids active, all that. My sister, she does hair. Okay. She'll give free haircuts for the kids around back to school time, doing things for the community more or less because it really needs to happen and nobody else has really done it. And I feel like me and my friends and my family who are around my age are really putting the emphasis on that, which is something that wasn't done before.
Yeah. That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason that I have been to Red Lake is because there are a couple of artists in Minnesota that are from that reservation, and they would throw a massive event out there every year where they would bring in some national acts actually to the reservation, and then they put on some local acts as well, and you could see just how little these people are
the mindset.
It's like this lost portion of the world. You really feel like it's outer space almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Yep.
Culture shock coming from going from I spent a month in New Orleans, right?
Right.
Being in Minnesota my whole life. Culture shock.
Right.
But just traveling 4 hours north to Red Lake was where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
How does this place even exist?
We don't even have a lot of restaurants to eat because the main town is called Devil's Lake.
Okay.
that's a whole thing. But like even there's just a Walmart. There's like you got to drive 2 hours to go to a mall to buy any sort of clothing. Like me, like us, the clothing we would probably wear. You got to drive to at least Fargo. And then me, I drive to the city, like when I was growing up there, you know what I'm saying? So it's just definitely way different. People have no idea. Like when like my friends from LA and like all over the place, I'll show them videos when I'm back home and they'll be like, bro, what?
Where are you?
Where are you?
What is this place? I mean, there's literally like, there's res dogs, just stray dogs walking around. We had one, the first time we went out there actually, well, first of all, shout out to Baby Shell. Baby Shell, he's the artist that got us out there, and we went to their one store that they had like in town. And when we left the store, we were walking out and we were driving. As we were driving away, my guy's car got attacked by a dog.
Literally.
I'm like, whose dog is this? It's nobody's dog.
It's crazy out there.
Yeah. So anyway, so what? I'm curious, what set you apart? What makes you different from what made you leave?
Honestly, like this is gonna sound crazy, but ever since I was little, it was just like a sign. I've always just carried this certain type of energy with me, and like I was always into like music growing up, all that, and I don't know, like I've always had the dream to go to LA. That was always my dream to go to LA, and I did eventually move there. I did the fashion thing, went to NDSU. Okay. It's just I always knew I was meant for something more. Like it was almost like it's like an inner calling type on some deep stuff. And like I've always had like dreams, and even like when I was a little girl, there's a photo of me that like traveled across the country. So I just feel like I've always been like my purpose is to do this.
Wild. What was the photo? And it was just, do you know why?
No, the photographer retired after that. He took that photo.
So just the photo just moved around.
Yep, it's huge.
Damn.
It's all over the place.
Do you use that as any inspiration for your art or anything?
Kinda.
You put that on any of your
clothing? Like when I was little, I knew how to draw.
Yeah.
So like that's where the drawing comes into play. But then like where I'm from, sports are a big thing. So I got lured away from art, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So it wasn't until like I went to college, and I was always helping everybody else with their brand, giving them ideas. Helping them do their thing. And I literally, it's crazy. My original thing I wanted to do was be a stylist, like a fashion stylist. I went to FITM, like I was trying to go to FITM, the Fashion Institute in LA. And ultimately from there, I had met some people in LA. They're actually from the UK. And he looked at me, because we just ran into each other on some random shit. And he was like, why don't you just do your own thing? And I was like,
good point.
And I really thought about it. And then as time and time went on again, it was like probably like 2018, 2019. That's when I really started doing the custom clothing, like for real. And then in 2019 is when I got my LLC and my trademark. And then a guy here in Minnesota did my logo. And then from there, it just back and forth. And then I would go back and forth to LA. And I would do clothes for my friends, like my homies out here in Minneapolis. They would rep my clothes, and then from there it just snowballed.
Have you linked with any like local artists?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. My people kind of make music, the people that I kind of be with, but
like anybody that we might know?
Maybe, yeah, probably.
So, like who? Give me a couple names.
040 Spank. I don't know if he has like one song. It's Free Benz, like G Money in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't.
They performed at the Target Center.
Okay.
Yeah. So they supported my brand. My one homie, Luch, he like did music, but he hasn't been really doing music recently.
Okay.
And then I was trying to think of another. I don't know, like a couple more artists now that I did like those interviews and then I got those publications. More artists in Minnesota have been hitting me up.
Okay. And yeah, so you do like custom, like one of one.
Yeah,
pieces.
like
so it's all exclusive shit. You don't do like mass production other than like your branding.
Yep.
So I'm always curious about the inspiration behind it because that seems to be like a newer thing that people are doing.
People tell me to freestyle and I go in.
So do you?
Oh, sidebar. Another person that I did make a jacket for was Lil James. I know he was on this show.
Oh, dope.
Yep.
Was that recently?
Yeah, I have to actually bring it to him.
Oh shit! Oh, so you still have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because
dope.
like I said, my friends like they know him. They're close to him.
Yeah.
It's just like a friend group type deal. So we all kind of have the similar friend group type deal. So
got you. Okay. Well, that's dope. James is a good guy.
Hell yeah.
I like James a lot. A lot of people hate him, but
For real?
I can't figure out why. No, I sometimes I get it. He could be an asshole, but I'm an asshole too. So.
Same.
But no, but I love James. James has been great, especially for this platform.
Hell yeah.
He's helped us build this platform quite a bit. So,
Hell yeah.
So what is? Can you just explain to me, like, so, like, do you only create when someone comes to you and asks you, or are you always creating?
I'm kind of always creating.
Okay.
Specifically, like my friends or like people will be like, you should design a jacket for this person because they have a connect to them and they'll bring it directly to them. Like I did one for Fireman Bands out in Atlanta.
Okay.
I actually have a set of like 4 artists that I will be making custom clothes for, and they're really kind of big. So I haven't announced it yet, but.
So this is, and I assume this is, I mean, that's probably the coolest part about doing custom pieces like that is, if you're making something specifically for that person, they're far more likely to want to promote that.
Yep.
So if you can get it on their body.
Right, and I try not to do the cliche stuff where it says their name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. I want to give them, like, if I were to be painting them something, but I put it on a piece of clothing and give it to them. And so, like, for example, when I did Fireman Band's jacket, I just kind of went with his aesthetic, and I created him this huge trench coat with, like, chains, fire, like.
I think I might have seen that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I didn't even know who Fireman Bands was until somebody, who was it? Do you know who The Rift is? Okay, well, I don't know if he's initially from, he's a Minnesota artist, but he's been out in Cali for a long time.
Yep.
And he, at one point, added me, on IG, added me into this, like, exclusive group chat with a verified group chat with a bunch of verified artists, and Fireman Bands was one of the artists that was in there.
Yep.
And then ever since then, he's like, if he starts a new group, he'll add me in there.
His fiance is my really good friend.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I got to know him.
Okay, that's dope. That's really dope. Yeah. So, okay, so, can you talk to me about your? I know you mentioned at one point you were inspired by your grandmother.
Yes.
Can you talk to me about that?
She's just was always a genuine soul to me.
Yeah.
She helped raise me more or less, and she would always promote like my artwork. And one thing about it, like my people back home, they're not those type of people. Like, you need to do this, you need to do that. They kind of just let me go do what I want and figure it out. And as a child, I was very talented in art. Like, I was in all the art classes and all that, and she really encouraged me to do it. She would sit down and color with me, like, as a child.
Yeah.
So that was really the foundation for that, I feel like, and that's where I kind of got into the art.
So where does your fashion inspiration come from?
I've always just been fly.
But so are there other, like, fashion icons that inspire you?
This is one thing that people always ask me. Like, I try not to really look at that. Like, yeah, there's people that I like fashion-wise, but I really don't try to follow them because subconsciously your brain will pull inspiration from them. Yep. And
I've heard this from rappers as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't listen to anybody but myself because I don't want to end up selling like
yeah,
someone
definitely. Else. But as far as, like, aesthetic-wise, obviously, like, Rihanna. Like, I love, she just do whatever type deal. Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
Those would be, like, the vibe I'd be going for.
Yeah.
But I don't really try to look at their stuff too much.
Got you. What about Kanye? Hot button topic.
Oh, yeah, I love
hot
Kanye.
Button topic, I know, but.
Yes, I love Kanye. I fuck with him.
I'm probably like 50-50 with Kanye's fashion. I'm like right down the middle. I see some shit and I'm like, that's fly. And then I'm see some other shit and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, the price on some of the stuff, I'm like, well, I can make that for like $2. You know
but even like the moon boots, I don't get it. Or the rain boots. Like, I'm like, I don't.
Nah. His is a hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
I like the simplistic look. I like him using like more of your body and more of like you.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I interpret it. He uses more of the person rather than throwing a bunch of wild shit on a person and like calling it fashion.
Yeah.
And I really like his aesthetic. I love his fashion. I'm a huge fan of his.
Are you still into the styling? Like, is that something you're still interested in? Like, if you
yeah,
could get into the industry and become a stylist for like the stars?
I kind of am. Have I practiced it? No, I got my fashion stylist certificate through the school style out in Los Angeles as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I know how to do all that.
So that's something that you would still be interested in doing?
Yep.
If you could choose any 3 like major celebrities that you would love to just get your hands on, who would they be?
Nicki Minaj.
Ooh, okay.
Guy-wise, I'd probably have to do Kendrick Lamar. And Rihanna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kendrick's got some crazy style.
Yeah, I feel like I could go crazy with
The
him.
evolution of his style is nuts. Like I was talking to somebody else.
I would say Kanye, but he wouldn't let me style him.
Yeah. Kanye's super.
Yeah.
Oh, he's kind of toxic right now.
Yeah.
A little bit toxic. I don't know if you want to be around Kanye right now. He seems a little dangerous. They say he's been missing for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that's just him, though.
Yeah.
Like
I would go missing if I was that popular.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about it a little bit. Like, I didn't realize it till today. Kanye has there's never been one single promo run that he's done that didn't work. Not once.
Yeah.
He's never one time failed. In the end, it always wins.
Yeah.
No matter how controversial it is, no matter how many Trumps he sits next to, it always ends up working.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see if this one's going to work.
Yeah. To me, he's a genius. Fashion, music, all that. And a lot of people, like him and Kid Cudi, like I feel like they really inspired a lot of people, and like they don't get acknowledged for it, to be honest.
Cudi, I could see that.
Yep.
Kanye, come on. I mean, I would maybe still argue that Kanye is maybe the most influential person ever.
Ever.
It can be argued.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to influence.
Yep. Like in my opinion, he brought the Kardashians to the level they're at.
I don't know if I'm going to give him all that, but it definitely helped.
Yeah.
It definitely helped.
Because he kind of took them into the fashion world because it's a known thing that they wasn't really in the fashion world until he came into play, because he really pushed for his, fiance or wife.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. Yes, he definitely played a hand. He played a hand in it. I don't want to discredit them, because I think the Kardashians are amazing. To be honest, a little annoying sometimes, and maybe not like the greatest people.
Marketing geniuses.
Geniuses, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like people downplay the Kardashians a lot.
I'd love to style Kris, because I feel like me and her would get along.
Careful. I think she's the dangerous one.
I know.
Out of all of them.
If you can get her approval, I feel like then you're in.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yep.
You might be right. She seems to be the genius behind all of it.
Yep.
Seems like it. So what's your goals for the brand for 2023?
More worldwide exposure, nationwide exposure. I want to have my merchandise all up, because my website will be dropping here. We're shooting a merch video here in Minneapolis. Like, it's going to be everybody outside. We're going to have like fast cars, everything. Everybody's going to be hopping out wearing all the merch.
Okay.
And so that will drop at the end of January. Okay. And then I have another announcement that's pretty big. It's around Super Bowl Sunday. I will have a commercial going on. Yep.
You got a Super Bowl commercial?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
It'll be airing on Fox, like, because when I was down in Atlanta, my Mike, my Billboard Connect, he connected me with this, and I was actually on the phone with him yesterday. So I'm shooting the merch video to run the commercial throughout Super Bowl weekend on Fox.
That's major.
Yep.
You know who's doing halftime, right?
Who?
You don't know who's doing halftime.
Isn't it Rihanna? Yeah, okay.
I was going to say, how do you not know?
I literally don't. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I kind of be on social media. Yeah. I kind of be in my own bubble, so.
Isn't it super important for you to be on social media, though?
Yeah, I have to. Like, that was my main thing. Like, people, when I was out in L.A., Atlanta, Memphis, when I was doing all those things, they were like, Denna, you need to get on social media. There's no reason you shouldn't have a larger following with the people that you know. Yeah. You need to put more of an emphasis on that. You need to use yourself, because before I was always using, like, other people to, like, model myself. They're like, you need to use you because you have a unique look. Yeah. So that's another thing that I'll be starting for 2023, using myself more, modeling my own stuff more, making stuff for myself, because surprisingly, I don't have anything made for myself.
Yeah, you gotta get on that.
Yeah.
You gotta get on that.
Yeah.
But that's also dope, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's maybe a sign of selflessness.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe so.
Probably a good characteristic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for like 2023, as far as like the goal, get more influential people into my brand.
Yeah.
Definitely get more recognition, more of a following.
Yeah.
And my ultimate goal is to have a partnership with a major retailer.
Okay.
As far as merch goes. And then I kind of been talking with people on how to mass produce, like I'll make like a drawing, or like say I make a pair of jeans and I do the custom work, get involved with a printing company so we can make more than one copy, but like that's it, that'll be it for that design. Like it's not going to get printed again type deal. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how to do that.
Got you. So if I wanted like a custom pair of jeans for myself, what does that run me? I feel like it's an important thing.
$1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Whew. I ain't got it. But
like
does that price point hurt you?
Like people don't understand, it takes a long time to make
For
them.
sure.
And it depends on if you, like some people, they want a pair of Mary jeans custom. So those cost.
Yeah.
So I'd just be adding on my.
What if I brought you my pair of jeans?
Yeah.
You would do that?
Yeah, way less.
Okay. Interesting.
But like when I'm doing jeans, like
Yeah.
if I make them, I'm doing quality jeans. I want the designer label jeans, but another goal of mine is to have my own jeans. If that makes sense.
People care. I mean, people care about more than I've ever seen in my life. People care about their jean quality.
Yeah.
Like $1,000 for some people, that's not a lot.
Because I've done custom jeans on like cheaper denim, like just like Forever 21, Fashion Nova type deal. And the paint, like it doesn't like sit the same as it would on like say a pair of Levi's. Even like Levi's, I feel like those are good quality jeans personally.
Yeah.
And so like obviously I'm not going to charge you $1,000 for a pair of custom Levi's.
Yeah. But still, yeah. So I mean, but do you feel like, because you were hesitant to tell me, so you must feel like that might. Do you feel like that prices a lot of people out? Does that shrink your?
Yeah, it's like one thing that I'm really working on, and I got to kind of get a set rate is the base price of the jeans in which they start at, but it also all depends on what type of jeans they want customized. But I feel like my work is one of one, and people already pay almost $300 for a good quality jean. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Levi's, what do they run? Like 100 or 80 or whatever. But then I take 6 hours to paint them. So yeah, because I feel like I was undercutting my prices. Like when I had clothes on a store, Heated Exchange on Melrose, like I was charging like $80 for a denim jacket at the time, custom, and it took me hours to make. And people are like, "You need to up your prices by a long shot."
Yeah.
So that was just something that I've kind of been working on. And you know, I'm not here to like say if somebody came up to me and they're like, "I want a custom pair of jeans," they don't have a lot of money. I'm not gonna be like, "Well, you need $1,000." Like if I know you and I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? It's negotiable.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I mean, definitely don't. If that's your price is your price.
Yeah.
I see a lot of that. We deal with a lot of that about.
Yeah, it's something I'm working on, and like it's just kind of hard because, like where I'm from, not a lot of people got that kind of money. Yeah. But they want to support, so that's where I pulled.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So it's tough for people from where you're from.
Yeah. Even in Minneapolis, like a lot of people don't got like $1,000 to drop on a pair of jeans.
Yeah, that's true. And then there's people like me. I just won't.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, I can't.
Some of the richest people I know, they don't even wear really a lot of designer.
Yeah, but it is funny because I will drop $500 on shoes.
Yep, same.
It's priorities, right? Everybody's got their own priorities. Yeah. Like I'll spend $500 on a pair.
I feel
of
like
shoes for my kids.
I'm like a more of an accessory type of person.
Yeah.
Like I'll drop the money on the shoes, the bag, you know.
Yeah.
But as far as like this stuff, like
Is that why you haven't made anything for yourself yet?
I think so. I don't know. Like I'm gonna start though. I think I'm gonna customize the jeans I have on right now.
Okay. There you go. All right. Well, I mean, I think it's dope, and I've sat down with other designers, other brands, plenty other, and you're the first person I've sat down with that does like high-end custom one-of-ones. Like there are other people that do one-of-one stuff. Like somebody I think it was. Do you know who P. Will is? Prince Williams. Okay, so he designs his own hoodies, and they're all one-of-ones.
Oh.
So he does some really dope shit. It's not crazy. Like I don't believe he hand draws any of it. He just designs it and puts
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
and then they're really dope.
I did a hoodie for Bro Code.
Okay.
It's Stevie J's brand.
Yeah.
Yep. I did a couple hoodies for them when I was out in LA.
Hmm.
Did some shorts, like athletic shorts,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
They haven't posted on their page and stuff. I thought that was cool.
That is dope. That's very dope. Okay. So, I mean, what else? Is there any closing thoughts, any closing things you want everybody to know? I feel like we covered a lot.
I know. I don't really know. Like, I feel like a lot of people get misinterpreted by me
Mhm.
sometimes. So I'm just very business orientated. I don't be in the mix. I don't be around a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm very.
I mean, is there a
introverted.
reason for that? Or do you have social anxiety?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of think we all do, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, people always have something to say, but I don't really care. But at the end of the day, I'm just kind of like in my own little bubble.
Yeah.
I don't drink. I don't do none of that. So.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
shit. Stay where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And stick to your price.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it, to be honest. I don't think there's anything wrong with you setting a price and standing on it.
Like, I would have like a base price, $250.
Okay.
Starting, then from there we go see what it do.
That's
more or less.
reasonable. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that there are people that are watching this that'll probably want to see some of your shit. So
I know I have so much stuff that I'm ready to drop because really all the stuff on my Instagram is old.
Yeah.
Like, it's been sold. People been wore it. So I'm excited to.
we'll get some new shit up before,
Yeah,
before
I
this
did-
interview drops. So they
I
can
did
got
Lil
something to look at.
James a Letterman jacket.
Dope.
Yeah.
Very
So
dope.
like I said, I spent the money on the jacket.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
painted it.
Actually, I got a Letterman that I need done.
I'll do it.
Will you?
Yeah.
All right. Might have to. How long are you going to be here? When's the next time you jump on a flight?
In 2 weeks.
Okay. I just followed you on IG before you got here.
Really?
So, yeah. So I'll hit you
Yeah. In 2 weeks I'll be going to LA
up. Okay.
to get, finalize my merch.
Okay.
Because I'm doing the blue colorway, because the original colorway is the red, but we're doing the blue, and that's what we'll be shooting out here in Minneapolis. Like, I'm going to have a bunch of females in it,
Yeah.
everybody outside. So I'm going to go to LA. It's called Loud Print Co. is the company that I go with.
Okay.
So I'm flying out there, and we'll be going over, like, samples and stuff, and then hopefully get enough samples printed. And then we'll shoot in them, and then it'll all go on my website because the individual who is building my website is also from LA.
When does the website go live?
End of January.
End of January. And what's the website going to be?
Theqodaffect.com.
Theqodaffect.com. So you might be close to having it up by the time this interview is out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will be. Well,
Because my goal is to have it up before the commercial drops.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even simultaneously.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, because when I did the Atlanta Plugged In interview,
Mhm.
it wasn't up. So I just promoted, like, my TikTok and my Instagram.
What's your TikTok?
The QOD Effect.
The QOD Effect.
Yep.
Okay. And Instagram is
Mhm.
QOD Effect.
Yep.
It's all the same.
Yep.
Everywhere. The QOD
Everywhere.
Effect.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Simple.
You got it. Are there any other things you want people to follow?
No.
No.
I mean, on my personal page, but it's not really. It's just me.
Okay. Do you want them to follow it?
You can.
What is it?
I am QOD.
I am QOD.
Yeah.
Queen of Darkness.
Yep.
I like it. I like it. Okay. Well, I got nothing else for you. This was a fun conversation, though. I'm glad we could do it.
Hell yeah.
And thank you for coming. I really
I was kind of
appreciate
nervous because I was like, what are they going to ask me? But
it. It was painless, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Just natural conversation.
Yeah.
I don't write questions or anything. I just.
But,
it's
like,
all
I
just-
like that more because I'm more of a, like, chill person. So, like, when I was doing the Atlanta stuff, it was like, cut.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I was like, and
I
then
can't.
I'd fumble my words, and then we'd have to start over.
Yeah, I can't do what I do like that. It doesn't work for me. I need to have just I need to just sit down, look at you, have a natural conversation, and I want you to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So I hope that happened.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
I got here.
The
Yeah.
QOD Effect. I appreciate your time, really.
Thank you.
This was a good conversation. I'm glad we could do it.
Hell yeah.
Another episode of Live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1.
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it.